As they rode, Decimus glanced at Flavia, noticing the strain etched across her delicate features. Her pale skin glistened with fatigue, and her labored breaths betrayed the toil the relentless ride was exacting on her. The worry clawed at him. "How are you holding up, love?" he asked, leaning closer as they navigated through the wildflowers, their vibrant colors contrasting starkly with the tension in the air. "I'm fine, just tired," she replied, attempting a reassuring smile that wavered like a flame caught in the wind. "No more than fine, Flavia. You need to conserve your strength," he said gently, his heart heavy. Just then their son Justinian leaned forward, his innocent eyes wide with concern. "Mother, are you okay?" the young boy queried, his voice barely more than a whisper. Flavia met his gaze, her eyes glistening with love. "I'm all right, my sweet. Just a little worn out from our adventure. But we'll be home soon, and then we can eat that honey cake you love," she assured him, her voice filled with warmth. Decimus felt a pang at the thought. Home, a place where laughter and love waited for them. As they continued forward, Flavia suddenly gasped, her face paling. "Decimus," she managed, her breath hitching. "Do not speak, my love. Save your strength," he urged, though fear was beginning to throttle his words. "We're almost there." He didn't dare to say it out loud, that they might not make it. Just as they approached a vast sunlit clearing framed by wildflowers and swaying grasses, Flavia slumped from her horse, collapsing onto the ground with a sickening thud. "Flavia!" Decimus shouted, adrenaline surging through him as he leapt off his mount, dread clawing at his gut. His frantic shout drew the attention of Alexios and Justinian, who had been struggling against their exhaustion. "Mother!" Justinian cried out, his voice trembling with fear as he scrambled to the ground. "I can't go on, Decimus," Flavia gasped, her voice barely a whisper, fragile as the evening breeze. Decimus rushed to her side, lifting her into his arms, but she felt like a feather, too light, too limp. "Just hang on, we're almost there," he urged, his heart pounding like a drum. "Just a few more steps, love. Remember our home." Flavia's eyes fluttered, her breath coming shallow and strained. "He needs you," she murmured, her gaze drifting to Justinian, wide-eyed and frozen in fear. "He needs us both," Decimus insisted, desperation flooding his voice as he fought to maintain his grip on her. "Flavia, no! Please don't leave us!" Tears streamed down his face, and he felt the weight of the moment crashing down around him. "Promise me you'll tell him how we met, and how you always knew how to make me laugh," she whispered, urgency in her voice. "I promise," he said, though the weight of her request threatened to shatter him. "I'll always be here for him, I swear." "But you must be strong for our son now. He needs a father who can protect him, who can reassure him." Flavia's hand trembled as she reached for Justinian, who inched closer, confusion and fear etched across his small face. "Justinian, sweetheart, listen to your father. He will take care of you when I cannot." The boy's gaze darted between his mother and his father, uncertainty in his eyes. "But you can't leave, Mother," he whimpered, tears brimming as he clutched a fistful of his horse's mane. Flavia's gaze softened. "You are so brave, my little warrior. Remember that strength is not just in the sword, but in the love we share." She met Decimus's eyes, and in that moment they shared everything. Love, fear, regret, and an unbreakable bond. "Flavia," Decimus choked, feeling her slipping away. With trembling hands she drew his dagger from its ornate sheath, its blade glinting in the fading light. "I can't." "You must," she breathed, wearing a serene expression that implied acceptance. "For him. Please, make it quick. I will always be with you." In a clash of sorrow and resolve, Decimus nodded, squeezing her hand tightly. He positioned the dagger over her heart, their eyes locking in an unbreakable moment, as agony etched deeper into his soul. The weight of her love, her sacrifice, everything they had shared hung in the air. And then, in that final heartbeat, with tears streaming down his face, he plunged the blade into her heart. Flavia let out a soft gasp, her warmth fading away, leaving him with a gaping void in his soul. Overcome with anguish, Decimus cradled her face in his hands, whispering sweet nothings, a litany of memories, hopes, and dreams shared. "Rest in peace, my love," he murmured, his voice breaking as he gazed upon the woman who had filled his life with joy. This has been a snippet from author Gabriel Garcia's upcoming book, Decimus, the Wolf of Rome. Embark on an epic journey set against the backdrop of an alternate history where the Battle of Cannae redefined the fate of empires. Join Decimus Aquila, a battle-hardened survivor, as he races against time to save his son Justinian from the clutches of the merciless Carthaginian King Hannibal, now ruling Rome. As alliances shift and rebellion brews, Decimus rallies the brave to fight for their homeland and reclaim their destiny. Will he rise as a hero or succumb to the shadows of vengeance? Discover the power of hope, courage, and the unbreakable bond of family in this thrilling installment of the Gathering Universe. Pre-order your copy today on Amazon and prepare for a tale that will leave you breathless.